Hi guys, and welcome back to class. Now last class we discussed working with audio, and we further discussed adding background music and sound effects. So in this lesson we are going to be discussing applying transitions and effects. We're going to be looking deeper into adding video transitions. So we'll be talking about the cuts, the fades, and the dissolve. So let's jump right into class. So I'm working with 3 different files here. These files, I would like to import them into my timeline. Remember, we always drag and drop. And yep, for the third one. So what are video transitions? Well, video transitions are effects that make the change from one video clip to the next look to make it look smooth and cool. Imagine flipping the pages of a photo album. Instead of just jumping to the next page, sometimes you want to make a slow fade or make it look softer or more interesting. So what types of transitions do we have? Well, we have the cut transition, which is basically what Premiere Pro automatically does for you. So when you import videos into your timeline, one of the things you do is pick this video right here and join it together with the last one. So when you play, this automatically happens. So the transition automatically happens itself because we are looking to go to the next video. So this is a cut transition. One of the things you also like to do is you could like to cut this along the way. So I'll be using my C tool. You can use C or you go to the cut tool. So I'll be using the C to activate the cut tool. Let me cut this along the line. Then I'll pick back my selection tool. I'll delete this file that's way apart, and I'll come right here back and pick this file to join it together. So what I did is to cut and join because I am interested in how the next video would look like. So when it joins together, it automatically plays and gives it this realistic effect. So another thing I also like to be doing is I also like to show you how to use the fade tool. So well, for the fade tool, one of the things you can actually do is to come right here. When you see the button change towards the end of the clip, one of the things you can do is click on it, then you right click. When you right click, you apply default transition. So when you apply default transition, what happens is it automatically fades out into black. So when we play this is what happens. Fades into black. What a great way to end a video, and what a very cool way to actually end and finish a video. Sometimes you could want to use the fade out to black to actually create a suspense effect. So now we also have the dissolve effect. The dissolve effect is similar to the fade effect, but what the dissolve does is it makes transition between 2 videos actually softer and smoother. So when I come right here, I hover around this. When I right click on in the middle of the 2 clips that are joined together, when I right click and I click on apply default transition, what Premiere Pro does is sometimes it goes and fades to the front. It fades the intro, but we do not want to fade the intro. So what we'll be doing is we'll go to Ctrl Z and we look for our effect panel. So you look for where you can get your effect panel. You can get your effect panel in different panels. So I would like to do that in my project panel. When I go to effect, I come down to video transitions and I go, or I can just come here and search cross dissolve. So when I click on this is the cross. When I click, I left click, I hold and I drag and drop in between these 2 clips right here. So you can click OK. So when you do this and press play, you can see how Premiere Pro helps you soften the fade between the 2 transitions. And you may want to actually extend the clip or extend the level at which this has faded. So what you need to do is to come right into your effect control, but you need to click this. When you see this cause or change with that little rectangle in front, it means you are ready to click the effect itself. So you come right into your effects control panel, then you extend. You can extend this. So when you extend this, it automatically shows and starts to work in your timeline panel. So when you play this is what you have. You have a much longer fade between your two clips. So too many transitions can make your video look messy. Use them only when they make the video look better. And you can always experiment to understand how these things work better. So transitions like cuts, fades, and dissolves make changing screens in your video look smooth and professional. They are easy to add and give your video a polished, movie-like feel. So in our next class, we're going to be discussing applying and adjusting video effects. So see you in the next class. Bye for now.